Yo, 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 everyone! Super happy to have you at another GameSwift Townhall this week.
Welcome, everybody. But hey, is it something missing for today? I believe that every town hall was started by you, Jacob, with some special instruments, with some special music. So let's play the music.
Man, I just moved out to Warsaw and I had to change flats, and unfortunately, this big ass drum was not mine, so I gotta buy a new one. This is another equipment that I will get if we hit 1,000 likes today, guys.
No, Jacob, you will not get away from that so easily. What you say that maybe we'll find some random hip hop beat for you, and you will improvise. What do you think?
Yeah, nothing easier, I guess.
Hit the like button if you want it. In the meantime, I'm trying to find the bit. Maybe I will share my screen. Okay, which one do you want? Maybe this one with the bulldog. Okay.
Bulldog sounds quite relevant.
Okay. Let me know if you can hear it well. Can you hear it? GameSwift to the moon.
To the moon, flying to the moon. We're all in this together, you know what to do. Coming, GSWIFT flying. Lambo is the next car that we'll all be buying. To the moon. Yo. Let's dally. Okay, to the moon. Bull is coming and GSWIFT flying. Lambo is the next car that we're all buying. Yo.
Okay. I think that's too much for this time. Anyway, I appreciate that you tried. I'm always trying to get my teammates out of their comfort zone, so that's why maybe we are not perfect, but we are trying to make it very natural for you. Okay, Jacob, I'm giving back my voice to you.
Okay, because today we're going to talk about the highlights of what happened at GameSwift in the last week, like every week. And today we have some big things to talk. So the first one is the partnership with Kucoin. Another thing, big news, is the Casper network integration that's currently going on. Big two names, guys. We're super hyped about that. Then we will update you on the ambassadors program and the merch packages that might be being shipped to you very soon. And we'll also talk about where you can meet us, meaning in Berlin, among others, in a couple of days. But today with us is also a special guest, Jakub from GameSwift. He's the business developer there, and he will talk to us about some business development update, since Farmer is not here with us today. So guys, I think that we can get it started, and let's start from the first question and the first very, very hypeful news, which is the partnership with Kucoin Pan. Could you tell us a little bit more? Why? What? When?
Oh yes, I'm more than happy to present my screen again, because that was not, some random announcement from our own website. It was also officially announced by Kucoin Labs. So, guys, what I can say on top of that, our big growth, our technology is well appreciated in the crypto space. More and more very well reputed VCs and exchanges are starting to see potential of GameSwift, and that's the reason for this kind of partnerships. It's also worth to say that within our crypto journey, we came across a lot of very reputed OGs in the space. Those contacts are now providing the profit. I'm flying around the world to make new connections, not only for the reason that I want to travel, I want to take a beautiful picture in front of the Eiffel Tower, but I'm doing this for the growth of our community. So I'm more than happy to announce that Kucoin Labs has officially invested in GameSwift. Of course, this announcement do not cover also the listing, which is the separate thing. Of course, due to the legal reasons, we cannot speculate about listing of any exact name exchange, but that's something which could give you some small hint of our future roadmap. So this is extremely bullish announcement for us, happy to share and happy to deliver, because our goal is to spread GSWIFT token around the most around the whole crypto space, around all reputed exchanges, ecosystems, and we are going to. Our plan is basically to list GSWIFT within upcoming year on at least 10 different exchanges, including DEXs, including CEXs, including different blockchains. We are right now visible on Ethereum and Arbitrum, but I can reveal that it is only the beginning. We want basically anyone, whether he's from Solana, Base, or from other ecosystem, to be able to easily connect and interact with the GSWIFT token. So that's the very bullish news, and I'm giving my voice back to you.
Not for long, man, because there's another one we would really love to hear about, which is the integration with the Casper network organization. Could you dive into this topic too? Big names, Kucoin,
Yes.
Casper. Whoa.
Yes, definitely. So another big news coming from today. By the way, it's a pleasure to host those town halls for you, because every week, as you can see, we can be proud to announce something big, whether it's another part of the technological roadmap to be delivered, or either it is some big VC exchange starting to cooperate with GameSwift. Today we have a special announcement from Casper. For those who are not keeping the track of GameSwift for the long time, a couple of months ago we announced our cooperation with Casper Network, which was including the financial grant and the technological cooperation. So GameSwift is becoming kind of the technological provider for Web3 gaming of the first choice for the whole Casper network ecosystem. And I don't need to say that Casper is having very big community. Their token is right now in the top 100 market cap, with almost $400 million market cap. So this is a very highly reputed project. And what we are doing together is that we are providing our Web3 gaming infrastructure, and it will be easy to use for any developer building on Casper network. And that's why I like to say that we are not competitors due to the fact that we are building our own chain to any other ecosystem. We are not competitors with Casper, with Binance Smart Chain, or Solana. They are basically our clients. They see big potential in scaling the user base for non-crypto oriented players, and GameSwift is the best possible choice for that. That's why we have received grants from Casper Network, very big chain, but also from Polygon, who also highly appreciated our input into the adoption of Web3 gaming. And by the way, I see from Jędrzej that it's through one of our Polish KOLs. That's how we matched each other. The story is different here. We met each other with Casper during our Davos trip. By the way, Jakub was also there with me, so he can confirm. And during this amazing event, during this World Economic Forum, we created a very special connection, and that's where I started to pitch directly to the co-founder, which is Steve Carriga. He also decided to step into our advisory board. So this is a very tight connection which was established during this event. Later on, I've also met Wapniak. He's also a very reputed member of their team and community, but that's not how this connection has been made. Happy to give my voice back to you, Jakub.
Yeah, I remember that trip to Davos, and this is it. Sometimes you can go to a conference, for example, spend there 3 days and had only 1 or 2 talks that are really important. but out of one of them, the collaboration with Casper Network emerges. So that's amazing, and that's what networking is about. I'm just wondering, Wojtek, have you been proposed the position of the president of Binance? Maybe.
I prefer not to speculate about Binance in this week, as considering that there's a special news around them connected with CZ and the staff. So maybe let's move on with another topic.
Okay, let's get back to the ground then, and to the ambassadors program, because as I mentioned before, there is some merch coming up very soon, going to travel around the world. Could you share a little bit more, Pan?
Oh yes, like I can share that my hand is totally tired. I was watching yesterday the football match between Latvia and Poland. That was also the source of pain to me. But another source was the fact that I had to sign all of those special packages, and we are sending them all over the world to more than 30 different countries. So our ambassador program is already providing very interesting outcomes. I don't want to press it before it's going to end, but I can reveal that within last 7 days, at least 3 different project founders approached me and asked me, what is our secret sauce behind ambassador program? Why those people with the accounts of maybe 200 followers are gaining the reach of 30,000 views on Twitter? It's totally amazing. It's creating the buzz around and a big noise around GameSwift. And what I can say, it's something which is showing that the biggest potential is in our community. We started to build it during very tough time, during the bear market. A lot of people started to say that, it's not worth to do anything in crypto during the bear market. But I always opposed to that. I kept saying that, guys, maybe it's a tough time to build the community, but once we build successful community during the bear market, once the new capital inflow coming from bull market, from ETF and halving and some other bullish news will come to the stage, we are going to grow even stronger. And now, as you can see, we are making it happen. So shout out to all of GameSwift OGs, all of GameSwift ambassadors, because you are doing amazing work, which is appreciated in the crypto sphere across many other successful projects.
Yeah, and I also saw a really nice comment from Oliver, because that might be a smart idea to ask CZ to actually join GameSwift, but then it's a plot twist, man, because your position would be in danger.
You know what? I always try to put my ego behind me. So if CZ would be eager to step in to the position of CEO, I would be more than happy to leave the space for him, because that would lead probably to the further growth of our whole ecosystem. So CZ, if you are interested, just DM me.
Pan is ready for a gentle exit.
No, I don't mean exit. I want to stay in the team, but I mean that I don't need to be CEO forever, right?
But imagine him being our advisor. That would be a thing.
That would be bullish. So our community just tag CZ, and maybe we are going to make it happen.
Yeah, but I don't think he'll be in Berlin this time, because on the 4th and 5th of December, we'll be in Berlin at the NBX conference, where you could meet us up, as we mentioned last time. So what are your goals for that event, Pan? Ideas, a side event?
Yes, so first of all, I'm going to be the speaker during Berlin crypto conference, which is called NBX. So I'm going to share my expertise about the growth of the GameSwift, and also I'm going to share my expertise on the expected future growth of our ecosystem. So I think this will be something very interesting for anyone joining this big conference. We are also our CTO is also going to organize special workshops for any developers or technical oriented crypto degens willing to use our infrastructure to be implemented in their Web3 games. So a lot of value will be provided during that time. But also, since a lot of our committee members have declared to be there in Berlin, we are going to organize some small, not after party, but pre-party event, because it is going to happen on the 3rd of December. So this will be on Sunday evening, just one day before the start of the official conference. And let's meet there, let's catch up, because I want to share my insights, my ideas with you directly. I want to shake my hand with you, and I'm more than happy to meet you guys, because I believe that we are building something very special.
Yeah, something as special as CZ, as our advisor, FatPick977, now commented that in 5 minutes on Twitter, we'll see tweets like CZ rumored to join GameSwift as advisor. Oh, man. Yeah. Okay, let's move on to back to reality. We have with us Caesar of crypto, the great Caesar and king of the space, especially of the business development of GameSwift, the person responsible together with Professor Farmer for bringing new games and projects onto our platform, launcher, and blockchain. So the floor is yours, man. Tell us, how's it going?
Thanks for having me. And yeah, I'm a Caesar and of GameSwift. So yeah, once again, hello everyone. Thanks for having me. And yeah, Wojtek, you always used to put yourself at risk, sharing some alphas with our communities, and putting yourself in danger. Perhaps Kate might have you killed one day for that. So let me take that heavy burden from your shoulders, and let me share some leaks with our community this time. So what are the alphas? Well, to be perfectly honest, guys, the last couple of months were extremely difficult for the entire crypto space, as you probably know. And Web3 gaming was one of this branch of this industry that was damaged the most. So it's difficult to say, and unfortunately, we saw many different great projects that unfortunately didn't make it till the new bull market, which is extremely sad, because these used to be extremely good, valuable projects with great teams, great ideas, great quality, but unfortunately it shows that sometimes it's not enough. And the fund management is so important in that space. And to be honest, we saw lots of projects that use their funds a bit recklessly, if you ask me, like being present on every conference, spending thousands of dollars on different things. So yeah, but despite the fact that we had these really difficult times, right now it looks so much better, to be honest. And we can say that we are so back when it comes to appearance of new projects. And I can say that last week was the time when we prepared another list of potential partners, of potential projects and games that might be valuable and that we might possibly add to our store on GameSwift. And to be perfectly honest, this list was something about 700 projects that appeared in just last 2 or 3 months. So it shows that Web3 gaming is back again. Its reconciliation is one of the best in the entire Web3 space. And yeah, last week, I suppose, yeah, we actually announced a couple of big games. Yesterday it was Wagmi Games, one of the best games when it comes to mobile gaming in the entire Web3 space. So yeah, there are great times to come. And
I think, Jacob, that when you started to criticize the Web3 gaming industry, everybody held their breath, because they thought that maybe you are going to start fudding around games with that. It doesn't make a sense to build in the space. But as you could hear, you were like preparing and you were like building the bigger picture around that. So we are happy to hear that we are back. But this is also something that I think that I've mentioned during a lot of lives, that I believe that a lot of Web3 games are going to be to run out of funds, because this bear market was super long and it's really hard to keep up with your runway, especially if you have very high burnout. But this is also creating possibility for us to acquire those gaming studios. Don't want to front run any announcement, but if your gaming studio is right now in the difficult position, maybe instead of leaving the project, just contact us, because we are more than happy to cooperate with you to introduce some value. And mergers and acquisitions is also something that we are exploring very intensively right now. But that's another part of the story. What I want to hear, Jakub, actually not from you, Jakub, actually from Przemek, from Caesar, is there is no doubt that you onboarded a lot of Web3 games in recent months. Those numbers are impressive, and our even Kasia, Darek, and our marketing team are starting to have problems, because during bear market, like, it was very easy to announce one game per day. But now, since we are having so many bullish announcements, it's really hard to keep the space for those games announcements. But you are keep printing. So, what is your secret sauce? What's the reason behind that successful onboarding process?
Yeah, so thanks a lot for all the kind words. But to be honest, it's always easy to establish new partnerships when you have a good project and a good team and a successful story behind you. So yeah, as mentioned, there are lots of projects waiting in our pipeline in order to be announced, and there are also lots of projects appearing in the space. And yeah, what we keep hearing is that despite the fact that the bull market is again back, we can see that on the charts on CoinGeek or CoinMarketCap, but we also see that and we hear that during the talks with the projects. So everything is much more better. But this project that started to work with us, yeah, what we can hear actually is that they're so happy about how things are looking right now with the gaming, and that lots of projects have appeared that actually meet their conditions and meet their needs, just like GameSwift does. Because what's really important to these projects is to have someone that will take care of the entire process in a seamless way, and that will help you with all the kind of stuff that you have to deal with when it comes to launching and developing new project. So we as GameSwift try to provide any kind of support that these games might need, and they see that. So they are referring GameSwift as the publisher and as the place to be to their other partners. Like this space is not that big as you might think, so everyone knows each other. And during the conferences, they are passing the information about the GameSwift. So right now, it's not entirely my job actually to find new partners. The new partners are coming to us and asking to if there's any possibility of potential collaboration, which are extremely happy about, because yeah, that's what we've been working so hard for the last couple of months. So we provide them with any kind of support, and yeah. Right
and
now,
what do they say about our technology? That's something which our CTO, Tomasz Kowalczyk, wanted me to ask to you, because he's spending his lifetime in the basement trying to code something amazing. So, but at the end of the day, it's gaming developers using his code. So, what do they say about our technological stuff?
Yeah, so they're extremely impressed, especially about the pace of the products and how we deliver it. Because we are on this market for a couple of months. Last year we announced GameSwift, and actually we managed to deliver much more in terms of technology and the products and its features than most of the products. So there's a big kudos to all of our technical team, to our CTO, and yeah, what can I say? It's much better in comparison to the other projects that are in this space for much longer, 3 or 4 years. So we are delivering more projects, more games, more products in way faster time. And also when you take, for example, the valuation of these projects, some of GameSwift competitors or other products have way higher valuation, tens of hundreds of times higher, and they still are not able to deliver as fast as GameSwift does. With much lower valuation, around 10 million right now, when it comes to market cap. So when it comes to the technology, there are so many tools for both game creators and gamers in this ecosystem right now. So everyone will be able to actually find something for themselves. When it comes to gamers, blockchain gaming is quite simple on GameSwift, because there is no technical knowledge actually required to play Web3 games. And it's especially important when it comes to Web2 users, because these guys don't know how to create or how to use even their MetaMask wallet. They don't know how to cover transaction fees. So we decided to meet their needs actually, and that's how we intend to onboard even more Web2 users than our competitors, because that's where the true potential lies, right? We also started to announce Web2 games on our platform as well. So yeah, hopefully that gives us a large advantage on the entire market when it comes to providing seamless solutions for gamers and game creators.
By the way, I've been speaking with Professor Farmer, our CBDO, also your boss, and I'm also reading your reports, which are impressive, and I can't stop reading them. And one very spicy information that I found out is that. He said that gaming developers, those big gaming projects, they keep saying that they are very amazed by our technology, especially when they compare it with the other gaming ecosystems, which are valued like 100 times higher than GameSwift. So the point of their excitement is that GameSwift, even though it is valued at $7-8 million market cap, has better technology than projects worth hundreds of millions dollar market cap. Can you confirm that, or am I wrong?
Yeah, actually, also when it comes to the pace of listing new games, doesn't get from nowhere. Getting your games listed on games is extremely simple, because most of the games that you can see that are present on our platform actually manage to integrate within 1 or 2 days. And in terms of the real time, it's something about 30-40 minutes. When it comes to the different launches and different projects, sometimes the process takes way longer, 1 or 2 months sometimes. So the process is extremely simple. The developers are actually able to list your game, to list their games in 1 or 2 days. And yeah, we provide almost every kind of tools that game developers can imagine and dream of. There is analytics, there's this seamless way of having your user acquired and actually brought to your game. Yeah.
Wow. So this is really huge, and I think that we should be really, let's say, proud of our CTO and of our whole blockchain and gaming developers. Also, as FatPick977 has said, don't forget that crypto is about 50% fundamentals and 50% fundamentals. But according to my observations, fundamentals in many cases are coming from fundamentals. So hearing that we have such a strong foundation for the future growth is also making me even more excited about the fundamentals, because we just need to keep doing our hard work, and those fundamentals will come inevitably. Okay, so Jakub, do you think it's the moment to move on with the Q&A session?
Yeah, I just wanted to add one thing, maybe, because I remember when we were building hard in the time when Web3 gaming, as you mentioned, Caesar, was not in hype at all. And that was a time when talking about fundamentals was very abstract, actually. And this is when we focus on the fundamentals. And this is where we put real hard work for a good couple of months, knowing, and this is something that I remember very well from what you were always saying, Pan, that we want to be ready for the bull market in Web3 gaming, ready with products, ready with our stack. And this is exactly what's happening right now. And this hard work during the bad times actually the fourth run right now. And this is something fantastic. And that's thanks to your vision, man. So good to have you here.
I am only here for the vision, but vision always needs some execution. Anyway, I think that we can also, I forgot that before Q&A session, we usually are sharing our screen to scroll around the Twitter, around GSWIFT related threads and tweets. But before, I think some of you in the comments are also mentioning that what we need in the Web3 gaming space is some really high quality AAA title. And I think it's a good time to mention about StarHeroes, because that's one of our gaming studios, which is working on very amazing title, which is high quality space shooter developed by the veterans of the traditional gaming industry. But this is actually the cooperation of them with Web3 experts, which I believe we are. And what StarHeroes has announced is that their beta, and I can also reveal their preseason is coming inevitably. So they are hiring. They want you as the game testers, as the pilots. There are a lot of benefits to be waiting for you. Don't want to reveal the secret sauce, but I want to say only one thing. If you don't have other plans for December, and usually a lot of people like to read the books during the Christmas time or spend the time with the family, but some of them also like to just play computer games. So I believe the ability of testing StarHeroes during this Christmas time is the best thing that you can do for you. Jacob, do you want to add something on top of that?
Yeah, that it's the best thing that you can do for yourself as gamers and also as Web3 gaming fans and followers, because same story as in GameSwift. We've been working hard to deliver a real product at StarHeroes. And when you dive into StarHeroes right now, you'll see that this is the level of development that has not been seen so far in the space. And the thing I really love about the game is that you couldn't play such a game any time before, because our idea was to build something new, not only in Web3, but also in Web2. So imagine that this is like Counter-Strike, but in space. So where you have...
I would say that it's even like, but I used to test StarHeroes a lot in recent days. And what I like is that it's having some taste of some good shooters like Counter-Strike, but it is also having the taste of the World of Tanks economy. There's a tier progression system which is very engaging. The meta and the progression within those spaceships are really exciting. Of course, right now what StarHeroes is testing is with the testers is the gameplay itself, but it is also very engaging. Like the whole range of possibilities of strategic possibilities within the gameplay is amazing. You can proceed with so many different strategies, which is going to influence the meta, that I'm really excited to see the first tournaments, the first gameplays. So that's something that I'm really waiting for. But now it's time to move on with the GSWIFT ticker. By the way, please remember that if you want to be covered during our town hall, you can tweet using the special hashtag, which is GSWIFT, and you can spread awareness about our token. Here is a very good thread from Luke BTC, our ambassador. He is doing amazing job, which has been recognized and rewarded recently. And he is coming with the very interesting tweet, which is covering everything starting from ambassador program, our dashboard update, which is constantly updated by PanPilot. So that's definitely the account which is worth following. Another interesting tweet is coming from Itiachi Uchicha. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your nickname, but it is also something very interesting. By the way, shout out for your graphics. It is like a very high quality stuff. So that's something which is. Oh, by the way, I see that you're also very well recognized creator on the Twitter. 13,000 followers is something very worth recognizing. Bit India. Oh, that's interesting part of the story, because I am flying to India, as I said, just after NBX. After my pre-election, I'm flying right away to India Blockchain Week to Bangalore. So if you are from India and if you are planning to be in Bangalore, please meet me, please DM me, because I'm going to be recruiting there. I'm seeking for the country lead, India country lead. We want to build very great community around India, and I see a very big potential, especially considering the fact that you have very good gaming space. There is India YGG and many other organizations there. So please don't hesitate to approach me. Another very interesting thread is from Slayer, our ambassador. And it's a very good start when Slayer is like addressing any concerns about GSWIFT tokenomics. This is very good to explain, because when you do your research, when you understand this, you come to the conclusion that most of the tokens are not inflationary. And this should be pretty easy to understand, because when you see our price action, it's coming from also the low inflation. And so some people are expecting that maybe that the private round is having unlock on January, but they are forgetting one piece of analysis, that at the same time when the private round is going to start their unlocks, it is airdrop and public sale pool which is finishing its vesting. So this whole inflation coming from airdrop and public sale is finishing, and it is going to be replaced by the private sale. So if you ask me, I don't expect that January will be bearish event for GameSwift. Considering our roadmap, I believe that January will be even more bullish, especially when the general market ETFs and halving narrative will go on. So here is another part of the tweet, of the whole thread from Luke BTC that I've already covered. CryptoBitten is also a Polish account, which is like sharing his gems in his portfolio. Shelly is also a very interesting account to follow. She started to share her analysis about GameSwift. So happy to see that the whole buzz, the whole hype around GameSwift is starting to be recognized. We've also seen Ivan on Tech, as someone of you in the comments has found. He has also started mentioning us in his videos. So we are very proud that one of the biggest YouTube channels with 500,000 subscribers is going to constantly mention our amazing growth and our amazing development. Here is also the tweet from mine. I'm also tweeting from time to time, so happy that you are leaving your likes here. It is giving me extra motivation to keep creating stuff for you. That's the tweet which was very well spreaded, and it's coming from Cosmos Airdrops. So happy that our old friends from Cosmos ecosystem, because the short story is that before I founded Startera, before I founded GameSwift, I was like a very engaged community member of the Cosmos ecosystem. I met a lot of people there, and they remember me because like I was always fair for them. And what I found really amazing is that they keep tweeting about us, and that they see, and what is very amazing about Cosmos guys is those guys are very deep into the technology. So when they see GSWIFT, they find the very easy comparison to the Celestia, the highly valued modular blockchain. So that's something which is starting to get recognition. So I'm really happy that the market is starting to see. That's another tweet about comparison to Celestia. I believe that's exactly what I wanted to see on the Twitter. So happy that it is covered by a lot of different accounts, not only by me. Artizor, that's the account that I haven't follow. I haven't seen. I see that I followed him, but I haven't seen his tweet, and he's sharing that GSWIFT is his high conviction play. That's really something that I'm happy to hear, especially that he's the research wizard. He's also Ponzi lover, but I believe that the GameSwift is not part of his Ponzi portfolio, but rather fundamental portfolio. Anyway, happy that such a big account has recognized GameSwift as his high conviction play. Woodland Dreamer, he's rather focusing on the overall price action. but he's finding some relations to the other successful project like Sharpnel, like Illuvium. So also happy that GameSwift is part of your Bull Run 2024 portfolio. Hoem, that's something that I also haven't seen. And I see that you have 80,000 followers. That's really impressive. And I see that you made the whole thread about different projects that can create a 100x. So thank you that you believe that GSWIFT could be one of those 100x projects. And if you ask me, I believe that this is very conservative outcome. Sean Candles is focusing on the technical analysis right again. He's seeing some support on the current price level, so that's something also happy to see. Okay. Oh, and our old friend KG. KG is also a big 100,000 followers account. He's recently focusing on pixels, which is getting a lot of traction, but he doesn't forget about GameSwift. Thank you, KG, for your support. And maybe one final tweet from Christina Tinto. And she's data analyst from Flipside Crypto, so that's also highly reputed research company, and she is seeing like new heights, especially in terms of current holders, considering the GSWIFT balance. So that's something really bullish, and I'm happy that the Flipside is starting to tracking our growth, because this will help to spread awareness about GameSwift to the new investors, to the new community members. Okay, I think that's it for now. So 100% conservative, that was kind of the joke, because when the inspiration for this joke was from, I don't know, I remember, yeah, I know, from Pulse Chain founder. And there was some funny interaction between him and one of his committee members, who said that according to his analyzing, Pulse Chain is going to make 100x. And during one of the interviews, he said that, yeah, at the first glance, when I heard that someone is speculating that we are going to make 100x, I thought that he's crazy. But then I came to the conclusion that it is a very conservative opinion. So that's something which made me laugh a lot. And that's why I used this joke. So I hope that you understand. I'm not shilling that we're going to do 100x. That's just, some part of my sense of humor. Okay, so maybe let's proceed with Q&A session.
Exactly. Time to answer some questions from our beloved community, and there are quite many of them.
And a lot of them are asking about multiverse NFT. So as far as I am concerned, there are 6 final days for you to climb this super NFT. As I promised, we are going to reveal this utility at the end of this month. So please be present during our next Town Hall episode, because we are going to announce the utility. And when you understand why it is, really exciting, we want to basically build the bigger picture for you. Why? Because if I announce this utility right now, you might not exactly understand why it is such a big utility. I don't want to shield those NFTs. When I see projects, when I see committee members trying to buy as many of them during on the OpenSea, I would not rather do that. This NFT is not for speculation, it's for the utility. So we are going to announce this utility during the next episode. But please don't put your whole net worth to buy this from the market. It's not for that purpose. It is typically for the utility purpose. And this utility will be revealed next week. The question from Astarfit: as new investors come into the project, will tokens go forward to market cap or FDV? Anybody know? This is the only thing keeping me from making this top 3 highest conviction play. So Astar, I believe that you might be one of our new committee members. So I refer and I recommend you to view one of our previous town halls when we covered the whole tokenomics things. We came around every single pool. And once you understand that GSWIFT is not that inflationary and that until the year 2026, 50% of the circulation is frozen, then you are going to understand that this difference between market cap and FDV is actually bullish for GameSwift. So please, I'm referring you to this episode. There are also a lot of tweets in the space addressing this. For example, Slayer has tweeted about this tokenomics thing. I also explained this during his interview. So I also want to give some visibility for our community members. For example, Slayer has recorded an amazing interview with me when I covered exactly this question. So please go to the Slayer Twitter and his YouTube profile. Everything is explained also there. Okay, I see some people has found out that 100x is coming from Pulse. Want to meet in India, but far from Bangalore. Just lucky. I know. You know, at the beginning when I was like instructed by my team that India Blockchain Week is going to happen, I thought that that I need to find the flight to New Delhi. But then when I recognized that it is in different city, I thought, okay, it's not a big difference, Bangalore or New Delhi, but it's more than 1,000 kilometers. India is a big country. So I totally understand that if you need to travel more than 1,000 kilometers, maybe it's not worth it. Anyway, if you plan to be there, I'm more than happy to shake my hand with you. Okay, I see Slayer wanted to be put on the list of StarHeroes pilots. Happy to see you there, because that's something that I want to hear your feedback. I'm really happy to, because you came across a lot of Web3 gaming titles. I want to hear your feedback. You'll be able to test this whole Star Push mode, which is, in my opinion, very engaging. So see you in StarHeroes, because I'm also constantly testing it. Sam Sepio, I will approve anyone with PC and time to play. Just submit application. Okay, Sam Sepio is the moderator of StarHeroes. Happy also to see you here, my old friend. Okay, I see Illuvium is getting listed on Epic Games on the 28th of November. That's a very good news. Shout out to Illuvium for securing this partnership. The thing is that when I speak with gaming veterans, gaming producers, for example, the Playway, that they are having like 100 gaming studios around the world, they are generating a big revenue on those games. When I ask them what is the share in the revenue between Epic and Steam, they frankly confirm that like 95% of the revenue come from Steam and only 5% from the other platforms. So that's, you know, the grain of salt into this whole story, that actually Epic is not having that big user base, and we are still waiting for Steam to introduce the Web3 economy into their games. Unfortunately, they don't do that, but maybe fortunately, because this is creating the space for the projects like ours. My vision is that within 5 years, I'm more than sure that all major launchers will integrate Web3 into their games, but this could be a little bit too late. That's the story that I like to repeat about TikTok and Facebook. When TikTok came up with their idea of featuring the very short clips, it was also proposed to the many other social platforms like Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, but they all refused them due to the potential PR consequences. They basically didn't want to take that risk because they are too big corporation. So what TikTok did is that they did it by themselves. It turned out to be a great idea, and after, when it turned out that it is a super feature and every platform started to introduce short clips, it was a little bit too late, because TikTok has already created and TikTok has already took over a very big part of the whole market share. And I believe that GameSwift could follow very similar path, that maybe in 5 years Steam and all other mainstream platform will cover NFTs and crypto, but this is the time for us to shine, and this is the time for us to build our market share. Okay. Our CTO can do algorithmic stablecoin for GameSwift. Of course he can. Of course he can. The thing is whether we want another algorithmic stablecoin. We don't necessarily have good experience with this kind of stuff. So maybe, but this needs to be really well analyzed. When contest winners announcements. So guys, we are impressed by your analysis during this contest, which we announced 2 weeks ago. We keep reading them because some of those analyses are covering even 30 pages. One of the analyses is 30 pages long, and I want to read every single word, and I want to be fair. That's why please be patient. We are going to analyze every single analysis, and then we are going to reward the best creators. And maybe we are also going to cover them during our stream, maybe on our website. So some of them are actually this kind of analysis that I could put my signature underneath, because they are getting really deep into the details. So I would be more than happy to publish them somewhere in one place. When staking tiers announcement needs some incentive to stake my 100k tokens, Habibi, my friend. So the GameSwift Pay will be explained next week. We are finally discover all of the tiers, all of the benefits. Maybe not all of them. We'll keep something for later, but a lot of benefits connected with those tiers. So stay tuned for the next week episode. I see some technical question about OpenSea. Casual TA Jesus, our old friend. We love that Ivan Tech love us. I see that. I think that you mentioned Ivan on Tech. Also happy, and I think that's the mutual relationship. We love each other. I really love to watch Ivan streams, and also I'm more than happy that he discovered potential in GameSwift. Man, his jawline is sharper than GameSwift logo. I think that's just like you referred to Caesar. So yeah, that's a very funny observation. Okay, I'm scrolling back down because the other comments were referring that 100 million market cap is the future. So maybe I'm going to skip that. Oh my God, in the meantime, there are a lot of new comments from you. Okay, I see Toxi is asking about decreasing APY. This APY is strictly connected with the fact that GameSwift Pay is going to take over the place for this staking. So, I don't want to encourage you to unstake your tokens. However, I just wanted to remind you that GameSwift Pay will be another contract. You'll be able to lock your GSWIFT for staking on GSWIFT Pay for better APY. So that's why this APY for staking has dropped, because we're going to be featuring new tiers with new APYs, and it's all going to be covered next week during the town hall. But don't worry, you will have the time to unbond. Anyway, I think it's good to be prepared for this event. Jacob is confirming what I said about Epic, that it's mostly around Fortnite. That's unfortunately the story, but I think Epic from the launcher point of view is more around Fortnite, but from the technological point of view, they are doing an amazing job. This, Epic Store, their SDKs, the Unreal Engine 5, that's the masterpiece, and that's why I believe Epic will keep growing. And I think that taking some hard decisions as Web3 integration could turn out to be a good choice for them, because this can help them to close the gap between the Steam and them. Very nice blackboard behind you. Thank you, Janeczek. Thank you, Janeczek. I keep putting my ideas on this board. I see, David, that you are working in the Playway family, probably in one of the Playway simulators, because they are the biggest producent of gaming simulators in the world. So probably you are working in one of their subsidiary company. I'm more than happy to share the effects of Outer Life, because it's keep growing. Right now it's in kind of the, how to say that, they're working like behind the scenes. We want to keep it secret, but in upcoming days it is going to be revealed. That's why I'm more than happy to wait for that. Unfortunately, you cannot see this, but this is something I think that any other gaming studio is developing right now. GameSwift Multiverse, yeah. Okay, so I think that any update on testnet? Okay, one last question, just Loki. The update on the testnet is pretty simple. The December is the month of GameSwift Pay. January and February will be the months of GameSwift modular blockchain. So we are not going to steal the show, but that's something which is worth to be repeated, because GameSwift modular blockchain is coming. It is under the development, and the testnet is going to be sooner than you might think. It is going not to be introduced in December, as this is the Christmas time, this is the time of GameSwift Pay, but right after, when you be back from New Year's Eve, when you are going to be sober again, the testnet will come in. Okay, so what are you waiting from Layer 0 grant or just airdrop? I promise not to answer more questions, but you are keep asking those questions, so I cannot hesitate not to comment that. Regarding Layer 0, what I can recommend is just wait for tomorrow tweet, because we are going to give you some hint about our mutual cooperation. That's it. I'm giving my voice back to Jakub. Do you want to, I don't know, sing something? Because, I talked too much and you just had to listen to me. So I'm more than happy to hear your voice instead of mine.
Yeah, actually, that was my idea, to end in the same style like we started the town hall today. So maybe, Wojtek, you could play the instrumental again, and let's sing it all together. The freestyle.
But the same one that I played at the beginning?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And maybe before you start off, I just wanted to thank you all for coming and say something about the StarHeroes beta program. We launched that yesterday. Just go to our Twitter profile or X profile, guys. There's a thread explaining to you everything you need to know. This is called the Space Elite program, and we really want to make you feel like the Space Elite. This is your chance right now to be early in one of the games that is really, really cool. And can't wait to have you there, Slayer and all of other members of our Town Hall community, guys. The time is now.
Okay.
And yep.
And let me share my screen. We are coming to this. I don't know if it's a bulldog. I'm not type of the dog enthusiast, so you can tell me in the comments whether it's some other dog. However, we are starting with the beat.
Yo. Yo.
Mr. Jakub one-man band.
To the moon, flying to the moon. We're on this together. You know what to do. Bull is coming. GSWIFT flying. Rumble is the next part that we are all flying to the moon, flying to the moon. We're all in this together. You know what to do. Bull is coming. GSWIFT is flying. Rumble is the next part that we are all buying. Yo.
It's not a rock. It's rather a bullish bulldog.
Bulldog, because at GameSwift we have the best stack.
Flying to the moon. Oh yeah. Yeah,
Flying to
baby.
the moon. To the moon. Woof, woof.
Birds are in disbelief. Bulls are optimistic. Vitalik is happy. Stizzy is waiting to join our advisory board. What do you think, Jacob, about Stizzy joining our advisory board?
Advisory report. Advisory report. Before, if you joined our advisory board, I could afford maybe to buy a Ford, but right now I'm ready. I'm waiting for my Super Lambo, and I know that it's gonna be the Super Fat Lambo. Yo.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys. See you next week.
Ale odważny jesteś, że poleciałeś na freestyle.